Questions about the effectiveness of vaccines have risen again. An outbreak at a long-term care facility in British Columbia has been declared, despite the fact that the majority of staff and residents there had received their shot already. And that could be evidence of things not exactly being perfect as we move forward. The message has been simple as of late. We need shots in arms to beat this pandemic. When there's COVID cases where vaccinations have already taken place, though, it's a warning shot. There's still a chance this virus will pop up.
Despite the fact that we're hopeful that no one gets COVID anymore, it's not necessarily the case, correct?
That's right. I mean, with these vaccines, they're 90-something% effective, which is really high. And what's most important, though, is that they prevent the severe illnesses like deaths and hospitalizations.
An outbreak was declared at a BC long-term care centre on Sunday, despite the majority of residents being vaccinated. 2 staff members and 10 residents tested positive after 82% of residents had received their first dose.
And this serves to remind us that while we are very confident that vaccine is very effective and prevents particularly severe illness and death, it doesn't necessarily mean that all transmission will be stopped.
How difficult does that become when hesitancy plays a part and then people start hearing about cases like this?
Well, I mean, I think, there's still lots of COVID around, right? And so people need to weigh the risks and benefits. Like, obviously, there's still lots of risks from not getting vaccinated because there's all this COVID going around.
According to Ministry of Health data, COVID cases in Toronto's long-term care and retirement homes peaked at the start of the year, but have steadily declined since the start of vaccinations among staff and residents. Toronto's medical officer says there shouldn't be any doubt about their effectiveness.
So I encourage you to get your vaccination when your turn comes, with confidence in the vaccine you're receiving. If you are vaccinated, you can have confidence that you are protected against the worst.
Or is it possible that we may see smaller waves as people get vaccinated? Are we still going to have to ride this out a little bit as a result of not reaching that herd immunity right away?
But after that, once we get more vaccines in people's arms, hopefully we won't be seeing a wave, and there may be just like a constant, low level, maybe a few dozen cases every day sort of situation.
In her remarks yesterday, Dr. Eileen Davila did say that there was a long-term care facility here in Toronto where by mid-February, 81% of residents and 70% of staff had received both doses of their vaccinations. However, right after that, there were 7 new cases, 6 of which were variants of concern. As of this week, no new cases have been reported.